10, 11, 12, same concept. I have fractions. I want to multiply by my common denominator to get rid of the fraction. In this case, I have an 8 and a 2, and since 2 divides into 8, 8 would be my least common multiple. So I'm going to multiply 8 times the 9 in front. I'm going to take 8 times this first fraction, and I'm going to take 8 times that second fraction. So 8 times 9 in front is 72. That's going to equal, and then I'm saying 8 goes into 8 one time, and I'm using my distributive property. 1 times 9y is 9y. 1 times 5 is plus 5. Here's where I want to be careful because of this sign. If it's a positive, you're pretty safe, but if it's a negative, you've got to watch the sign in there. 2 goes into 8 4 times. It's a plus in front of that, so I'm taking a positive 4 times each of those. So I'm going to have a positive 4y and a minus 24. Since I've got 4 terms over there on that right-hand side, I'm going to combine my like terms. And so 9 plus 4 would give me 13y. 5 minus 24 would be negative 19. And so 72 is going to equal 13y minus 19. Solving that for y, I want to get my numbers together. So I'm going to go ahead and add my 19. This is one case where I wouldn't move my variable to the left-hand side because there's not 2 variables. And so if I take 72 plus 19, I must get 91 to equal 13y. And then if I divide by my 13, 91 divided by 13, this should go in there evenly because all of these ones on Alex happen to come out to nice whole number answers. So if I take 91 divided by 13, I get 7. If you're getting anything other than a nice whole number answer, an integer, then you probably made a mistake somewhere in your work. So just put a little note there that you're going to always get nice whole number answers. So the next one, I have a denominator of a 6 and a denominator of a 7. So 6 times 7 is going to give me 42. I'm going to multiply the first fraction here times 42. I'm going to multiply that second fraction times 42. And I also have to take that 5 times 42. So 6 goes into 42 7 times. 7 times 5x would be 35x. 7 times a positive 4 is a positive 28. Equals. 7 goes into 42 6 times. 6 times 2x is 12x. 6 times 8 is a positive 48. Plus 42 times 5. Let's see, that must be about 210 it looks like. Notice I didn't rearrange the problem at all. I just left it in the order it was. Here I only have 2 terms, but here I have 3 terms, so I can go ahead and put my numbers together. So 35x plus 28 is going to equal 12x plus 258 when I add my 48 and my 210. So on this one, I've got both variables and numbers on both sides, so I'm going to move my x's to the left and my numbers to the right. So I got to minus that 12x and minus my 28. 35 minus 12 looks like it is 23x. 258 minus 28 is 230. And then I can go ahead and divide by that 23. And it goes in there nice and even 10 times. So number 12. If we do that one, we have a 7 and a 2 for our denominators. Our least common denominator would be 14. So I'm going to multiply everything times 14, or in this case, I'm going to let you do it. So, 14 times negative 24. What was that? 336? Negative? Negative 336. I didn't multiply it. I'm just going to believe you. On the next one, we're going to cancel. 7 goes into 14 2 times, so now I have to distribute that 2, and I would get 6W minus 14. Here's the one you have to watch because there's that minus sign in front. 2 goes into 14 7 times, but you're going to put the minus in front of that 7, so you're going to multiply by that negative 7. And so if you do that, you get negative 49W minus 21. So be really careful when you've got the minus in front that you remember to put it up there and distribute it up. That's usually the mistake people make. Combining my like terms then, if I put my W's together and my numbers together over here on the right side, negative 336 is going to equal what over there?
Negative 43W.
Negative 43W.
Negative 35.
Minus 35. I want to solve that for W. The next thing I probably want to do is add the 35. So if I take negative 336 and I add 35 to it, I end up with, what was that? Negative 301? Negative 301 equals negative 43W then. Hey, then I'm going to divide by negative 43 and we get positive 7. A nice whole number answer for W.